Wasteland Day Island, Magnificent 9 Chest, Hatching Boost, Food at Monsterwood Happy Hour, Monster Cell Week, Lab Rush Hour, Master of Path, Fenrir Path, Dr. Victor's Patrons, New Year Breeding Quest Phase 2, Monster Specialist Day, Meet the War Master Gortok, the first War Master, Meet the Water War Master Thalassa, Bonding Calendar, Polar Limited Time Book. Oh my gosh, look at all these things currently going on in Monster Legends. There are just so many of them. Gosh, and I don't even think this announced everything. There's a 72-hour challenge, there's a maze, there's a progressive island, there's this chest, there's that chest, there's so much going on. And so, welcome to Monster Legends. Honestly, this is like, as a free-to-play player, this is incredible. This is what you want, right? As many events as possible. Now the bad thing is it could also lead to like player fatigue and this feeling of being overwhelmed because you're like, what do I do? There's so much going on. And honestly, and a lot of people might not like this answer, you do what works best for you. And what I mean by that is that every single individual player is different. There's no one event or one answer that is going to work for everyone. So, for example, let's say you really need an earth monster and that you see this Wasteland Day Island is currently going on. In both of these chests, you get a chance to get Westlaw. Most likely you won't. It's random, right? Contains one epic monster or higher chance of winning Sting Westclaw. What does higher mean? We don't know. It could be maybe this is 1% and this is 5%. You know, that's a higher chance. We don't know. But anyhow, you can get enough cells to craft them, maybe enough to even rank a mob. Now you are going to have to invest gems. So if you have gems and you want Westclaw, that's something you could go after. Or maybe you're just trying to breed because you really want the breedable monsters and you want to get Countess Flawless because she's the next combination. It's going to be phase 3. So maybe you're trying to get Rabuka so that you can use Rabuka in the next phase. So every single player is different depending on what you need. Do you need a Dark Denier? Do you need an Earth Attacker? What are you looking for? What are you trying to get out of these events? Or maybe you're going after getting that level 7 speed rune by purchasing legendary cells during Dr. Victor's patron event, which is actually a really good event. It's one of the best times to purchase legendary monster cells. So for example, if I go to shop, I can get 10 cells for 14 gems, which means I can get 20 cells for 28 gems. So if I do 5 of those purchases of 20 cells, that's 100 cells, and that's only 5, right? So 5 times 28, that's 140. So effectively, for 140 gems, I'm going to have 100 legendary cells. So that's enough to craft any legendary I want that's available on sale. So that's awesome, and it's also a really great way to accumulate cells to rank up your legendaries, or maybe to trade with teammates. For example, L-Canine, he's currently there. He's a great, fantastic monster. So different things for different people, right? Metalicia's there too. What else do we have going on? There's the offers that you can purchase with money if you want to. I personally don't think this is that great of an offer, neither of these. Let's see, what else do we have? We have these chests, which cost 275 gems, and they contain different, like, specialties, right? Like, this chest contains only tanks, and they can be up to rank 4. There's another chest that contains only stunners, only water monsters, only attackers, only deniers, only this, only that. The Magnificent 9 chest, this one contains one of 9 magnificent monsters, each up to rank 4. I don't personally think it's that great of a deal. I would honestly use my gems towards other things. But yeah, every single person is going to be different. The 72-hour challenge, in my personal opinion, I think this is probably where most people should be trying to get, especially if they're like Legendary 4, or even before Legendary 4. If they're like Champion 1, Champion 2, you're going to be able to get a Diamond Relic for very, very low cost. We're talking about maybe like 80 to 100 gems if it takes you up until the very last card to get the Diamond Relic. Lots of people apparently from the comments from the last video have been getting the Diamond Relic on the 4th or 5th or 7th chest, and I'm like, what the heck? How do you get so lucky? But I think a majority, one of the biggest things right now is that 72-hour challenge chest. I think the majority of people will probably be able to get this no sweat, which I think is awesome. As a free-to-play player, that's great. You're going to see a lot of free-to-play players who have been playing for a long time getting that Diamond Relic. And again, the best way really is just to purchase attacks. You cannot spin the wheel. I can't stress this enough. When you win a battle and you spin the wheel, that doesn't give you, here, let me show you. I have to show you guys. Yes, I do have an attack, perfect. When you spin the wheel, let me find someone I can attack. And as you can see, I have pretty tough opponents. This is why you put a weak defense. Check out my defense log. You put a weak defense so you can find some easy battles to revenge against. So for example, I think that's within the realm of winning for me. Let's check out this base. This is also within the realm of winning for me. Let's take a look at Legend. Legend, also no sweat. So let's just fight Legend. We'll click yes. I'm using my typical Elvira, Baratgor, Samael combo. So let's see what happens. We'll Samael Warrior into Burrito. Burrito will do Bestial Charge. Nope, he needs a little boost. We'll get rid of Talica. And then we'll go after, we'll go after both of them. And Agershus, he's not going to be able to OTK me. I should have probably checked Relics, but I will be fine. We will use Death Moratorium. We will recharge. We will use a recharge. I should have maybe done Pain. Nope, Pain will come in handy now. Well, this will also clear it. I can do Pain now, and then I can hit hard because I have Bloodthirsty again if I'm not mistaken. But I'm also out of stamina, so, I guess we'll just recharge. And then another recharge. And then Bestial Charge. And then Pure Rage. Okay, and so I cannot stress this enough. When you win a battle right now during the 72-hour challenge, when you spin the wheel, the amount you get is dependent on what league you're in. I am in Legendary 4 League, so I'm always going to get 500 coins. If I click try again, I'm throwing away a gem. Because it's not like you keep accumulating these 500 challenge coins over and over and over. So for example, if I click it 5 times, that doesn't mean I get 2,500 challenge coins. That means that I threw away my 500 challenge coins to spin the roulette again to get 500 challenge coins. And if I press try again, I throw away those 500 challenge coins and I'm spinning the roulette wheel again, but I'm always going to get 500. So please do not click try again. During the 72-hour challenge, the amount of coins you get is always dependent on the league you're in. So, hopefully that is super clear, because people have been spending and it's like, no, they don't stack like that. So for example, see, I have 635, not enough to spin. But yeah, that's what I think probably the majority of people are going for. But yeah, there's seriously a lot. The Progressive Island, really quickly, the way this event works specifically is that every 8 hours, you can collect gold again and feed your monsters and breed monsters, and you'll have the maximum amount of items you can collect. So for example, feed your monsters, I believe it's 4. Every 8 hours, you can get 4 chicken legs, which means every 2 hours, you can get 1 additional chicken leg. For collect gold, I believe it's 6. Every 8 hours, you can collect 6 gold bags, so I should be able to collect, I should probably be able to collect like 1 more. Yeah, there's 1 more right there. That's because it's currently, the spawn time is what, like an hour and some odd minutes, some 20 something minutes. So that's how that works. All you need to know about the Progressive Island is log in every 8 hours and you'll be able to get all of your items. Let's see what else. The Progressive Island, no, not the Progressive Island, the Maze, Fenrir's Path. And there's going to be 4 paths in total. Fenrir, Hackster, and I don't remember the other 2. Let me know in the comments below which are the other 2. But this is a really great way, I believe if you're free to play, this is a really great way to unlock the monster the first time. It is obtainable if you log in every 4 hours. The way maze events work is you log in every 4 hours, you do all of the different tasks you can do, you collect your food, this should give you 50 maze coins, you breed and you hatch a monster, that should give you 50 maze coins. The typical strategy is to breed a Thunder Eagle because they take exactly 4 hours to breed and 4 hours to hatch. That way you always know when the last time you logged in was. Collecting gold should yield 30 maze coins. Feeding your monsters, that should also yield 30 maze coins. And then fighting in PvP, that's 15 maze coins. All in total, every 4 hours, you should be able to get 225 maze coins. So that's the magic number for the mazes. And again, it's Fenrir, it's Hackster, and 2 other monsters. It's the Master Path events. You can essentially get them up to rank 5. If it was somehow possible to get those many maze coins on just by playing the game, that would be nice. But unfortunately, if you did want to go all the way and finish and get a rank 5 Fenrir, Hackster, whatever, you would need to probably invest a good amount of money. But again, as a free-to-play player, I am pretty sure you can reach the monster and maybe some odd cells. You can definitely reach the scroll, the silver relic, so that's nice. You're gonna have to put some work and dedication into it though. So that's good. Let's see what else we have going on. I talked about victors, I talked about the monster cells. Relics, hopefully there's a relic experience boost coming up because I really want to fuse some relics. I've accumulated enough where I need to fuse some and level some up. The breeding events, once again, Countess Flawless is going to be in phase 3. So if you haven't activated your Camilla the Breeding Guardian, you might want to wait until the last event, because mine is already active and I only have, what, a day and 22 hours left. But with everything going on, it's tough, right? Like, because if you're trying to breed a legendary, that's going to reduce the number of maze coins you get. That's going to reduce the number of progressive. For example, where is it? Everything is, there's so much. Like, for example, right here, breed your monsters. I might get stuck on that just because I'm trying to breed a legendary monster. But that's kind of fine because this isn't that expensive to skip. If I absolutely had to skip it, I could easily skip it. So when it comes to the game, when there's so many events going on, when you feel overwhelmed, honestly, just focus on something. If you can't do it all, just focus on one thing. Decide what do you want more. Do you want Fenrir? Do you want Westlaw? Also think about where do you need to invest less resources? Once again, when it comes to the Wasteland, the Westlaw event, you can log in every 8 hours, so 3 times a day, and you're fine. With the maze, you need a little more effort. You need to log in every 4 hours. If you're trying to breed, well, you can breed. If it's successful, great. If it's not successful, then you try again later whenever you want. For the 72-hour challenge, this you pretty much log in every 6 hours and do your attacks. Maybe you can log in every 4 hours and do 2 attacks at a time. Don't forget your daily goals. There's extra attacks on there. So sometimes when there's so many events going on, a player can feel overwhelmed. But at the same time, you shouldn't, because you're the player. Keep that in mind. No one's forcing you to do every single thing, so it's all a matter of prioritizing. Decide what you want the most. The Diamond Relic, the Monster, a Fenrir, the Master of Path monsters. Like, just decide on something if you really feel like it's too much, and just play the game and be happy. That's honestly the best advice I can give you. I mean, yeah, there's certainly a lot, but yeah, it's just about prioritizing, or just do a little bit of everything. Like, for example, I don't really care about getting Westlaw, but if I happen to just get a few cells, I'll be happy with that. Fenrir, I do want to go for because I mostly want the silver relic chest, to be honest. But I'm like, wait a minute, 3 more steps and I can get the monster, and then I can potentially rank up my Fenrir. It's always useful to have more ranked up monsters, so I might as well go for Fenrir. So I think, and then I definitely want Haxer. I want Haxer cells, I want a Haxer egg, I want to rank up my current Haxer. So I think I'm prioritizing mazes, and that's why I have this Thunder Eagle breeding here, and I don't want my hatchery to get too filled up. So in 8 hours, when these Terra Cranks are done, my hatchery is going to be good. I'm not even, and if you probably noticed, I have a cane ready to hatch. The reason I haven't hatched this cane is because I do not want my hatchery getting clogged up. And that's also why I'm not hatching my my Shade Moon. My Shade Moon, he's going to stay in storage until after the Master of Path events, because I really do want that Haxer. And I forgot who those other 2 monsters are, but I'm just going to be waiting. And my other priority is the Diamond Relic. So I know for sure I'm going to get a Diamond Relic. It'll probably cost me like 70 gems, which is honestly super cheap for a Diamond Relic. And that's if I'm super unlucky, which I normally am. And like, I even recover, what, like 11 gems back? And then depending on how I feel, I might even go for like the Silver Relic. There's also some cells for, what's his face? He was a cool monster, but can't remember his name right now. But yeah, just focus on stuff. So as I said, I'm going for the Diamond Relic, and I'm going to focus on the Master of Path event. Everything else, I don't care too much about. The Westlaw, that's nice. I'll probably get some cells out of there. The breeding event, it'd be nice if I can get a legendary. If I can't, I won't. I'm only going to try on 1 habitat. The Gold Fever, definitely want to get rank 500 or rank 5000 on this and get some 25 additional gems. What else? Dr. Victor's Patrons, basically just always buy the rare cells, and that'll give you a good amount of points. You can probably reach the first rune reward. What is it, like level 6? Which is, it's nice, it's a level 6. And then of course there's also all of these dungeons, which take a long time, but they are definitely worth doing. So with that being said, that is going to conclude this video. I want to hear from all of you guys. What are you prioritizing during this crazy massive time of all of these events? Are you going after the maze monsters? Are you going after the progressive island? Are you going after that Diamond Relic, the 72-hour challenge? Are you trying to breed one of the breedable legendary monsters? Whatever you may be going for, please let me know in the comments below. I look forward to reading your guys' thoughts. And with that being said, I will see you all next time.